Say, you guys haven't been poking around the frog habitat behind the house, have you?
No.
Oh, okay, great. It's just that, well, I saw one of those security people from Mr. Janice's house, and I'm pretty sure he was burying something back there, and I just figured since you guys seem to be, working together, you might know about it.
Can't say that I do.
I mean, look, people bury a lot of stuff back there. You wouldn't believe what I found. I wouldn't even be surprised if we uncovered Jivy Hoffa's remains back there someday. Okay, all right, well, I'll just leave you to it.
It's just that, well, there are a lot of different kinds of frogs, right? Yes, I don't understand why these ones are so special. All frogs kind of do the same thing, right? So why don't they just get rid of these ones and then bring in some really small ones? Just a couple of them. And that'd accomplish the same thing. Probably.
Hey, did I tell you about that documentary I saw with Wyatt last weekend? I think you'd be really into it. It's all about household hazards through history. Like, did you know some people used to just have one electrical outlet in their whole house, just like hanging down from the ceiling, and they'd have to plug everything into it? The wires weren't even insulated, so they... You're not listening to me, are you?
What if they could put the frogs in a zoo or some kind of preserve, like a swamp full of all the gross little frogs that need to be protected? That would be better for everyone concerned, especially the frogs and me.
Okay, you just need to chill. Haven't you ever heard the phrase, they're more afraid of you than you are of them?
Ugh. They just creep me out. They're all slimy and croaky with those sticky little feet and those big gross tongues and reptiles, amphibians, whatever they are.
You can't actually be saying that you think a whole species should disappear just because you find it a bit grim. Like, that is actually what you're saying. Come on, I know you're smarter than that. You know about food chains and the ecosystem and shit. Do you know what? I bet you couldn't use biodiversity in a sentence. I just can't believe you're actually serious about this.
Things just used to be better around here. I miss when you could sit by the water and not be surrounded by creatures that spend their whole lives eating bugs and groaning at each other. If I wanted that, I'd just stay home.
Wow, why is this such a problem? I don't really get it. What's the worst a pickerel frog has ever done to anyone? Yeah, they're a bit poisonous, but you just leave them alone and they're fine. I think they're pretty cute, actually. It's nice to have some wildlife around the place that we can see. Something else other than the raccoons and that shouty guy.
Station 8, all clear. Station 8, nothing to report. Station 8, still nothing to report. Station 8, everything looks good. Aside from the trash.
Station 2, still nothing to report. Station 2, all clear. Station 2, nothing to report. Station 2, everything looks good.
Station 7, all clear. Station 7, still nothing to report. Station 7, everything looks good. Station 7, nothing to report. Station 4, all clear. Station 4, still nothing to report. Station 4, everything looks good. Station 4, nothing to report.
Wait, that's not an ordinary resident of Whittleton Creek, 47. This must be one of Cassidy's men working undercover. I suggest you keep an eye out for more of them.
Listen, I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe in our trunk until you produce that license, okay?
Ah, come on, man. It's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looked to YouTube as guiding principle for standard procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it. Damn donut-eating dorks. Oh, sure, if you play around a little with some fertilizer, propane, and gasoline, they're right there to confiscate your stuff and treat you like a goddamn terrorist. But when your car gets keyed by your neighbor's dim-witted son, they're all like, "Sorry, sir, I'm afraid we need more evidence."
Moles, you say? Well, the irony certainly is palpable.
I'm not exactly sure what that means, Mr. Janus, but yes, you do have a rodent infestation of large proportions. I believe it's the potatoes, sir. They seem to really like them.
Of course they do. They are Russian banana potatoes. Their thin, tender skins gently caress one of the best roasting potatoes in the world. I just had a large batch of earthworms distributed in the potato patch. That must be what's attracted these little pests.
That would certainly explain it, sir. But, sorry, I didn't actually bring the tools to fix this problem.
That's of no concern to me. Improvise. I don't care if you have to chop off your own limbs and stuff them into the ground to fill those holes. Just fix it. I can't stand looking at this mess.
I'll do my best, Mr. Janus.
See that you do. And let me know when you're done.
I understand you have a mole problem.
Oh, you're a godsend. Let's get straight to it. The sooner this is fixed, the sooner I won't have to listen to Mr. Janus's complaints. Follow me. As you can see, we have a mole issue. I know a permanent solution might take some time, but if you could just fill the holes by the end of the day, that'd be great. Come find me when you're done.
What was I supposed to do again?
Fill the holes. I don't care how you do it. Come back to me when you're done. Huh. I guess that's one way to go about it. Well, he's a professional.
I'm done.
Great. Let me have a quick look. A bit unorthodox, maybe, but you got the job done. Let me get Mr. Janus so he can inspect it for himself. Hey, tell Mr. Janus the molehills have been fixed.
Okay, just a moment.
So, just to warn you, I'm sure this whole inspection's gonna remind Janus about something exciting from his past. And I'm sure that he's gonna tell us all about it. You know, old people syndrome. Just play along. Or better yet, keep your distance. Oh, here he is. Mr. Janus.
So the holes are filled, huh?
Yes, Mr. Janus. The gardener took a bit of an unorthodox approach, but they do look filled to me.
Well, I think I'll be the judge of that myself. Thank you very much. Moles, moles, moles. Reminds me of a funny story. The embassy in Nicaragua in 1986. Carmen. She had a charming mole right next to her perfectly luscious, plump lips. I discovered the mole was fake after we kissed, and it got stuck on my cheek. I kept it in a tin box to remind me of her after they sent her to the camps. Interesting. I see that you have completely blocked their escape routes. They're trapped and completely at my mercy. Takes me right back. Looks good, I guess. You know, life gets dull when you're old. Dealing with moles back in the day was much more exciting. Once I controlled the whole world. Now I can't even control my own backyard. This looks good. Seems like I've been forced to deal with moles my entire life. Moles in my organization, moles I employed, and now these little pests. Good. Good. American moles are the worst. Thankfully, in this case, we can skip the interrogation part and go straight to the execution. Beautiful work. The pests will soon be gone, and then I can get back to planting my vegetables.
Mr. Gardner?
Well, we certainly put an end to that little invasion, didn't we? The sun is nice today. I think I'll take a little nap out here. Leave me. I want some peace and quiet. Oh, that was refreshing. I haven't napped like that since the wall came down.